Well, before I came on Exodus, I didn't think I needed it. I thought I was a goody-goody Christian and knew everything I needed to know. But little did I know, there was a lot more wrong with me than I ever dreamed of. I came basically, to begin with, I came with trauma, and I learned a lot about my behaviours through that. Wow, yeah, at 64 I've passed and I'm graduating. So for those who think they don't need to do it and they're over 64, then believe you me, you need to do it. Well, I learned a lot about myself, like I said. But the turning point for me was Shekinah Glory. And for those who don't know where Shekinah Glory is, it's a retreat, it's a Christian retreat near Pendle Hill. And we all sat round a fire to burn our resentments and our fears and everything else that went with it. And our personal defects, of which I didn't think I had a lot, but by golly, I found I had a lot more than I thought. Now then, we all sat round the fire, and then one by one, we all threw our books on the fire with our personal defects, or character defects, whatever you want to call them. Now then, mine decided to chase me. How that happened, I do not know. Anyway, I got hold of them, screwed them up and said, get back in that fire. And then the Lord said to me, there you go, lass. Your past is now dead and buried. You no longer need to look back. All you need to do now is look to me. Look forwards. And that was kind of, I thought that was amazing until I sat down. And when I sat down, the ground started to move, like the waves of a sea. And I thought, whoa, and the bushes were going that way, where the wind was blowing that way. Oh, whoa, I'm seeing things here, so I shut my eyes and opened them, it was still happening. And then Pastor Emma said, look up in the Bible about ground movement, ground shaking. And God led me to Numbers 19, where Elijah was in the cave and he'd been in there for 40 days and 40 nights. And what spoke to me was the fact that God sent the wind, then he sent an earthquake, then he sent the fire. But he wasn't in any of them. He was in the still, small voice when he spoke to me. And that kind of freaked me out, because I thought, wow. I thought I was seeing things, but whoa, I wasn't. It was what they call a phenomenon. Yeah? Anyway, that kind of did it for me. It was, whoa. And as for the future, well, who knows what God's got prepared for me now. Watch this space.